What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? I'm gonna give you a little bit, I'm gonna give you another jam, and then we're gonna tap into the gentleman of the hour.
Turn up. The game on sleepy, said it don't need me, guess I gotta break them off easy. I'm a savage, just believe me. All the sights, I'ma need me. That's like diamonds, you can keep it. Freeze the bezel, I'ma freeze it. Heavy metal if you creeping, heavy metal if you creep.
Hey,
I'm a savage, just believe me. All the sights, I'ma need me.
hey, y'all already know, y'all already know. Tonight, it's consulting time. It's all about the hip hop all about the hip hop. And so the interesting thing about tonight is that we checking in from Australia. We are checking all the way in from Australia. And so one of the first songs you heard was Optimistic. And so basically what we're gonna do is Optimistic is checking in all the way from Australia. So we're gonna bring him on out. And then after we bring Optimistic out, we're gonna chop it up for a little bit. Then y'all, we bringing out Bamboo Style, baby. He ready to shut it down. And if you don't understand, I know you heard the star with the RR. So we're gonna rock it out. So I got both of these fine gentlemen backstage. And so I'm gonna bring Optimistic out and then you know what? I might do something really, really dope for y'all tonight. Y'all want me to bring them both out? Cause they some fine gentlemen. I may bring them both out tonight. And then look, we ain't having no foolishness like the debate. I'm gonna mute y'all mics. But everybody meet Optimistic checking in all the way from Australia, baby.
Hey, what's going on, people? Woo!
So Optimistic, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna rock it out a little bit different tonight. And this is the first time I'm doing this, but the both of you are super dope. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but then I'm gonna bring Bamboo out here.
Dope, man. That sounds cool.
So tell everybody who Optimistic is.
Hey, what's going on, people? This is Optimistic, all the way from the land down under. I'm just a big fan of hip hop, Lily, man. I'm honored to be here on the show. Shout out to MJ Hip Hop Connex. Thank you so much for letting us reach out. Going worldwide, man. This is awesome. It's dope.
We going all the way up. Like I told them, baby, we continental, baby. They don't understand we continental.
Yes.
So Optimistic, before I bring out the other fine gentleman for the evening, tell everybody what's popping off right now.
What's popping off, man? We just dropped our latest single, Hip Hop Is All I Do, featuring Sticky Fingers from Onyx. We got the Brother Mike Hands on there. We got Sick Flow on there, produced by Rob Shaker. The album Salty Waters 2 is about to drop next month, so it's exciting times, man. We worked hard and we're ready to drop this.
So what's the motivation behind Salty Waters? I'm trying to get it.
Motivation is just for me, it was trying to create that dream album as a fan of hip hop, you know, that's all it was. It was just from a young kid growing up in the 90s, I just wanted to create a piece of art of hip hop that I loved, you know what I mean? I wanted to work with the guys and idols that I grew up listening to, and that's it. It really was a fan base driven project. That's what it was.
I love it. And so you said something about Onyx. So I think it's an appropriate time to bring him from behind the curtain. Baby, what's up? This is brilliant. Y'all are brilliant. Baby, introduce yourself to the world.
Yo, it's Bamboo Starr. You already know, aka 6 a.m. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Bamboo, I don't even want to ask you how you got started with music because you were born into it. Point blank, period. You had no choice.
Pretty much.
But but you still have a very, now I will say this. When I'm listening to you, I hear it in your voice. But you still have a distinct sound. So like I asked Optimistic, you know, what's going on with you right now? And what is your motivation outside of being born into it?
I would say my motivation is I love hip hop, just like Optimistic said. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on. I just dropped Sleepy. We had 39K. I dropped it on It's Press Play UK. It's a UK platform. Dropped that. The next project I'm about to drop on Halloween is called Battery. It's got six songs. It's Battery, Lit in the Spot, couple of jokes on there. Then I got Steven Cannon featuring on there. You know what I mean? So we working.
Okay. So I seemingly I have two super dope hip hop heads out here.
Yeah.
So we gonna have some fun with this, and I'm telling you, this is the first time I've done this consulting time and had both of y'all on here. But the thing is, optimistic is honoring, the brand. You're definitely honoring the brand, and I'm honored to have the both of you, who I already know are all the way up, 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 up. See, the people just don't know, so I'm glad that y'all rocking it out with me tonight. So
Definitely.
optimistic, I'm
We
gonna come
glad to
back
be
to
here.
you. Well, thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Optimistic, I'm gonna rock it back to you though.
Yeah.
Australia. When I think about Australia, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't think about music. So, what is it like? Like, what is it like hip hop in Australia?
It's very different. You got a couple different cultures of it. You've got the I guess you got those older heads who grew up and been inspired from New York and American hip hop, which came out and took over the world.
Mhm.
And then you've got sort of break off little niches as well. People who call themselves like Aussie hip hop, and they kind of have a different sound. And there's just so many different break offs, and it's taken off really big as well. It's just kind of when we used to start gigging and playing shows back in the mid to late 90s, there would be ourselves and a couple of friends of the artists. That was it. Now you got Australian rappers who are packing out full stadiums, and
Well, I'm
it's
on the
it's
way,
huge.
baby. I gotta come cover
Yeah,
that. That's real.
it's gone big.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Now, Bamboo, have you been international yet, or is that something that you plan? Well, I'm pretty sure you do, but what are your plans to go international and travel? Because y'all sound. The funny thing is, when I listen to you, Bamboo, and I listen to Optimistic, I hear hip hop.
Yeah.
I hear
Okay.
it. You guys are hip hop, and I think you are the guys. Y'all bringing it back. I miss hip hop. What we're listening to
Yeah.
now is not like the hip hop back in the late 80s, early 90s that we all love. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
So, Bamboo, like, what are your plans?
My plans is to bridge the gap from the new wave into, what I mean, the golden era of hip hop. So I'm a bring you some of that new wave with the production, but as far as my lyrics, I'ma still doctor them to a point where you could understand or you could relate to it. You know what I mean? And it's like really a bar. It's like it's really gonna hit and it's gonna stick with you. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm just putting words together. You know what I mean? So I'm putting a
Mm,
melody, I'm putting a message, and I'm putting a sound together all into one. So it's like everybody can relate to it. You know what I mean? When I think of it, like you said, did I ever go international? No, I never did go international. Um, I had a passport. You know what I mean? I let it expire. That's another
okay.
thing. But anyway, I gotta get a new passport. My big bro always be telling me, yo, you gotta travel the world, man. But like
You
as
do.
far as being international, uh, guys from Italy reach out to me on my last album, 6 a.m. I had a song. I got a song called "Misery" featuring Fredro
Okay.
Starr, and it's a Italian producer. So you know what I mean. So my sound gets across the world, but far as me actually um like doing a show there, nah. But yeah,
Oh,
my sound gets across the world. Like I work with producers. Like the album that I'm about to put out on Halloween, I got two joints from a guy from the UK. Shout out to K Beats. You know what I mean? So my sound gets across to different places. People in Rome and different places. People hit me up. Like you'll be surprised. You know what I mean?
absolutely. Now, Optimistic. What does your creative process look like? How do you, from beginning to finish, what does that look like?
I guess yeah, just finding something that's inspiring, whether it's a dope beat, a dope message, like Bamboo's saying. If you've got a concept or an idea that you wanna spit out and get out, that's where it is, man. And I find the creating process the best part of all the hip hop. That's what I like the most. I really do enjoy creating music more than anything else, you know. You know, rolling up a big fatty and sitting in the studio, banging some beats,
I
you
know
know, a bottle of rum, and just listening to the music, feeling the music, and being in the moment. You know, that's
right.
the
You got
best
a
bit.
co-signer right here. You got a co-signer for real, for real. But I was say I
Yeah.
can do it. I saw the hand motion, so I was like, oh yeah, he really about to co-sign this. Guys, if y'all just
Definitely,
checking in,
definitely.
it's Tropical Thursdays, and I'm rocking it out with two super dope artists. One from Australia, and you already know Bamboo Star, who is the youngest brother of Fredro. But now, Bamboo, I heard a little birdie told me that you model.
Yeah, I model. Yeah. Uh-huh. I just
That's what a
little
little
the
birdie told
latest.
me.
Yeah. I be doing my modeling thing. You know, Fredro got me out here modeling. You know what I mean? But yeah, I
Okay.
just modeled. Yeah, I just modeled the Onyx Ewins. Yeah, you know what I mean. Go
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
right.
Well,
That's right.
They
actually,
are sick.
they're sold out right now. So you know what I
Oh
mean.
fuck.
Oh, I
Bear
know.
with us.
They are sick. They
Damn.
are sick.
Bear with. Yeah,
Mm.
Super sick. Now, optimistic. What about you? Because you got to look. That's why I brought both of y'all up here, ladies. If y'all out there watching, look at these fine gentlemen, like gentlemen too, not ninjas, gentlemen.
yeah.
Like so optimistic. Y'all
You're
don't mind.
making me
Y'all
blush, man. What are you doing?
You're making them blush.
So, what about you? Any plans to act or model, or are you doing it?
No, man. I work. I still hold down a job. I do 12-hour shifts. I work really hard, man. Support me and the wifey. So yeah, I work and I do music on the side where I can. So that's what's happening. You know, making money out of music in Australia is very
Okay.
difficult for starters. So it has always been just a strong hobby, a strong hobby for me. So I
Okay.
work 12-hour shifts. I do night shifts, day shifts. I'm working all the time. And when I'm off work, I'm in the studio working on albums and making music.
You know what? And that brings me to a great place here. And I think normally I really have no structure. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I love to have authentic, organic conversation with you guys. So
Mm.
optimistic, I'm gonna defer to you, and then Bamboo, I'm gonna come to you. You just said you work.
Mm-hmm.
What advice would you give to other independent artists that are coming up through the ranks? Because a lot of artists now they feel like, okay, I'm gonna quit my job and do music solely.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard one. See, my father was a drummer from a rock band when I was growing up. So he gave me that advice of always hold down a steady job as well as pursue dreams. You know, make sure you got that income, you're paying your bills, you got a roof over your head, and you're feeding yourself, your kids. So I guess that was always instilled into me as a young child, was always have a strong backbone, but don't quit on your dreams either. Don't ever give up on dreams and stuff, you know. So trying to find that a good balance in life.
Balance. I like that. Lord knows we all need some balance because I'll be all over the place sometimes. But anyway, well, look, Bamboo over there getting his balance now.
Yeah. Hey, you're making me jealous.
Daddy, you
Hey,
know
boss
what I'm
that
saying?
shit, man.
So Bamboo, what would you say?
We can't
What would
smoke
you
on the
say?
show. We can't smoke on the show.
Oh, you are free to do whatever you please. Look, I told you, when I tell you y'all in the loft with me, y'all literally in the loft with me. Now, see, I cannot partake. That is not my thing because I'll probably be crazy because I'm already lit. So, but I will just watch you guys enjoy. But Bamboo, what would you say to the independent artists that are coming up through the ranks?
I would say, like he said, don't give up on your dreams. But you know what I mean? Like he said, you know what I mean? Closed mouth don't get fed. So, like with me, I took it a route. Like I always wanted somebody to like fund my dream, and you ain't gonna get nobody that's just gonna hand nothing to you. So you gotta go out there and take it. So even if it's you know what I mean? I don't really, trying to tell nobody to get it, but if you gotta get it how you get it, get it how you get it. But if you can work a job and still do your thing, do your thing. But you know what I mean? I ain't knocking, you know what I mean? Because that's where I came from. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
I love it.
Yeah. I ain't gonna knock the hustlers, man. You know what I mean? Because you know everybody got to eat. But you know, then again, you know what I mean? I don't condone that. You know what I mean? It's like I ain't trying to tell nobody to go do that. But if you have to,
I got you.
and you know, you got to do that.
I got you. Guys, once again, if you're just checking in, I'm rocking it out with Optimistic all the way from Australia, and definitely your boy Bamboo
Shout out to
Star, the
Australia, man.
rapper.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Australia.
thank you, brother.
Definitely.
I really like this is so fun. And like I said, I normally don't like I have a show where I have a panel of people and we're talking about different stuff, but you guys' energy and the fact that your sounds are really something that y'all took me back for real, for real. And I love when I can listen to somebody's music. And I'm gonna take it there. I love when I can listen to somebody's music and it truly take me back to standing in front of the TV trying to put on some baggy jeans and a t-shirt, just getting it. And I think we gotta come back to it because back in the day, I guess females were sexualized in words of a song, but it wasn't to the extent that it is now. And I love the fact that you guys are talking about something. You got bars for days, and you're really talking about something we can relate to. So
Mm.
salute to the both of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man. Thank
Yeah,
you.
so optimistic. What we'll do is I want you to tell everybody where they can find you on social media and your music.
Well, you can find me on all the platforms. Optimistic, Optimy, as on the screen, STIC. You know, Bandcamp, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all that shit. It's all out there, man. It's all out there.
And there you go, y'all. So y'all can see them on the stream. See, I'm doing all kinds of stuff for y'all tonight, taking banners down and everything. That's how you know I'm just some fine young men. All right, Bamboo Star, tell them where they can find you.
Oh, you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on IG. That's 6 a.m. BU underscore STARR. You can find me on Spotify. Any platforms. All platforms. Same name. 6 a.m.
Absolutely. And you know what? Hold up. What's 6 a.m. all about? We got to have a conversation about this publicly.
Yeah.
See, I got a co-sign.
Alright, hold on. Alright, I made a Twitter, right?
Mhm.
And they wasn't trying to let me make the Twitter right. So when I used to spell my name Bamboo. I called my bro up like, yo, can I use that name? Because that was his name in Strap. So I liked the name and I gravitated towards it. You know what I mean? And I felt that was like kind of me, like a smooth but rowdy type dude. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah, so I was like, yo, can I run with that name? So he was like, yeah, you my brother, run with it. So I was running with the two O's. I tried to make my Twitter. Long story short, you know what I mean? I started dipping and dabbing into the Mary Jane, and I started spelling it with a U. So it was BAMBU. But my name name was Gutter because I got my people used to call me Gutter from the neighborhood or whatever. I just got that
Okay.
from the neighborhood. So I was just like, all right, boom, put it Bamboo Gutter. So, boom, I tried to make a Twitter. They wasn't trying to let me put the B's. So I'm like, all right, let me put 6 a.m. 6 U GUTTA. They let me, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So bad people start coming up to me like, yo, you 6 a.m. You 6 a.m. I'm like, no, that's like my name is Bamboo, but that's how it's spelled on Twitter or whatever. So some time I was thinking about it, like, yo, I should, I don't know if I should do it. So
Uh-huh.
I went back to my birth certificate. I looked at it. I was born at 6:30 in the morning. I was like, man, I gotta be 6 a.m. It's definitely
Wow. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's
optimistic,
dope.
what about you? The Opta and the Mystic.
Well, that's just the shit I do, man. It's just I'm always I'm always I'm always a positive kid, you know. I always look on the bright side, man. I'm always staying positive, looking on the bright side, and And the mystic is just, to stay connected to the spirit, the earth, the elements, the mysticism of life. So I love all that stuff, man. I'm all about that.
Guys, y'all have literally made Tropical Thursdays exactly what it's all about. This episode was just for you guys. Shout out to MJ for sponsoring this episode. Um, you know, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see y'all names in the lights. Your humility and your presentation, coupled with your work ethic alone, is going to drive you all the way up. So I'm just glad to be a part of the journey. And I can't wait to have you back when we all on the red carpet.
Definitely, because we all are. We all are. We all are.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me.
Definitely.
It's been real. It's been fun. And we're going to keep running those numbers up. So, guys, y'all better go on over to IG, follow them, run the streams up, go to their YouTube, go to their, all of their Spotify, Apple Music. I don't care where they at. Go listen to them. Go hard for the indie artists, just like y'all going hard for the artists that will never know your name for real, for real. Y'all already know Lily may come correct and she keep it a stack. And I'm going to say it again. While you sharing all the mainstream performances, rock with the independent artists, because if you really listen to them, they're speaking directly through us and to us. Y'all have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool. Thank you.